Okay, this is how you know Xbox controllers are truly fucking trash. Okay, so this controller specifically, I played a lot of Dead by Daylight on it. Now, if you play Dead by Daylight, if you want to work on gens, you use the right bumper, right? And it's fucked up because I've played so many hours on it. Fine, but everything else works on this controller actually specifically. But this blue controller is an Xbox One S controller specifically, even though it works obviously, for the X and stuff like that. All the controls are compatible, but I use it for that console specifically the most. And then I'll use it for my PC when I first got my PC, and I had my PC for about a year. And this controller went out on me, I couldn't play. I could change the button, but I actually like using this bumper for that specific action in Dead by Daylight. So, on to the next. This is actually the original Xbox One X controller that came with my Series X. And I have the worst stick drift I've ever gotten a controller on this. It's terrible. I just look up constantly. Like, I have to constantly push it down. I couldn't play Call of Duty. I couldn't play anything. That's how bad it was. And mind you, I only had my Xbox Series X for about like a year now, I think. A little less, a little bit more, give or take. This is another controller I brought to play with my PC and my Series X. It's a wired controller, so I can just plug it in. Because I was sick of buying batteries. Fuck the batteries, right? And this controller also, with the buttons work good and everything, but the stick drift is terrible on this one. It's not as bad as this one, but it is pretty bad. And then I get a little bit on the left one as well. And this is on a time span of a couple years. Meanwhile, I have my PS2 controller, which is behind me over here. Where is it? Where was it? It's up there, right there. That still works fine. Still works fine, right? So this is how I know these Xbox controllers are just trash. So I bought two of these at Best Buy yesterday. I bought two of these. They're $27.99. I bought one right here that's plugged into my PC right now, and I have the unopened one up there on the top shelf. Can't really see it, but it's up there. So this is where I'm at, and obviously you can see my PS5 controller right here, which obviously I don't play my PS5 as much, so it's probably more in new condition than anything. But yeah, so this blue one specifically has lasted me the longest. And I played Apex on this, Call of Duty, and I played everything on this one. This one lasted me the shortest amount of time. It was this fucking, I don't even know how I got that stick drift. But this is just proof that these controllers are just ridiculous. Ridiculous.